You have to leave and come back.
Rest, rest in peace, Mr.
Alright,
Adolf.
this is
Rest in
part
peace,
2
Adolf.
of today's session. I accidentally ended the actual stream, but here we go. Okay, so we're back on. My stream's gonna be like in 2 parts then for today, but it's okay. Is it working?
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Still not? Alright, you try reconnecting because I restarted mine.
There we go. Yeah, we're good
Okay,
now.
yeah.
It would give me the
It was
screen.
on your end, I guess. It's okay.
Yeah.
Alright, let's continue. We are gonna see if, yeah, so unfortunately Adolf has died. So for the remainder of the adventure, Damien, you can see how it ends for the others, or they can, of course, sit out and roll up a new character in the background.
Yeah, I'm running one up.
If you can get it rolled up quick enough, I might be able to implement him into the adventure as a lost adventure in the dungeon. So, let's see. Alright, and you can rejoin the party. Um, or maybe actually you could say that Adolf the father went on a solo adventure, right? And if you survive the way there, we'll say you're there. So otherwise, but that's very risky. I highly suggest you just roll another character.
Yeah, I'm just rolling one now.
Alright, so you can do it in the background as we continue. Um, that's the nice part about old school D&D. If you know how to create a character, you can easily hop back in. But if you don't, then of course you just have to sit out till next game. Let's see. Alright, but as Adolf is killed, there's one more shot from Haynes. So Haynes, here's your second shot.
Yeah, you
Let's
get
see if
two
this time is
shots at it.
success. Alright, 11 to hit with your bonus is close range, plus 1. What's your dexterity?
Average. I think it's still a hit.
Alright, so you got a 12 to hit. I'll check. Alright, you hit. Your damage is 1 to 6.
Plus, no.
No bonus. Alright, 4
Yeah.
points of damage. Let me see if it's a killing blow or not. 3 plus 5, 8. You've wounded it. Your arrow lands, and it's in one of the legs, ligaments. It's a pretty devastating blow. Like, you almost take off a whole leg. Let's see.
That's
Alright.
not that devastating for a spider. It's actually pretty weak.
No, it's a 2-hit dice creature. So.
Oh.
Okay. So yeah, it's wounded. We're almost there.
I'll probably switch to my spear after this.
Alright, Adolf's dead, so it's my action now.
Alright, so we got the missiles out of the way now. We're going through the combat sequence. So we do missiles first. It's the first step. We got one more set of missiles. It's Lila's shot. She point blank fires on her opponent.
My shot as well.
Fighters
I
are
have my
dope.
shot as well.
It says that Haynes is firing and Lila is firing. That's it for this round.
Yeah, I should have. I don't think does really lighting an arrow take fucking that long?
It takes your action, yeah. Imagine real life.
Oh,
Each
okay.
each round is 10 seconds. So you're pulling out an arrow. You're getting out your torch, right? It's already equipped, but you're putting the arrow over the torch. That's 10 seconds. That's within 10 seconds.
All right.
So one action at a time. As you're doing that, the monster is attacking, right? It does not wait for you to finish doing that before you shoot it. Let's see. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna roll to see if Lilac gets the shot. You're gonna -4 penalty for firing in melee, but a +2 bonus for close range, and of course using crossbow. What's your dexterity, Lila?
Oh, I do not know.
Okay, I'll
There
check
should
for you.
also be a negative in there for the monster having her.
Oh my gosh, Toby, for fuck's sake, dude.
No, you're good. There's no other penalty at the moment. It's just holding onto you with its sticky legs.
He just wants to see my downfall, that's all.
You have normal dexterity,
I would
so
say it for
plus
anybody. It would
minus
have the
2
same
bonus
penalty for Adolf as
total.
well.
Scoring a 12 to hit, -2, 10 missed. Alright, -1 shot.
Okay, is that a cat? Oh.
Alright, so -1 coral. Haynes
What are you on
-2
about?
arrows.
You guys got a cat.
Oh, you
Alright.
guys camera on?
And then now we're going into melee combat. Okay? For the melee, we're gonna roll initiative. Actually, before we roll initiative, all fighting types get their first attack in before the monsters even have a
Wait,
chance.
What about me? What about me? I casted magic missile.
Yeah, that happens at the end of the round. So
But what about
magic happens
Okay.
but
last.
what
If you
about
cast
mine
magic
where
missile
I
before the combat, you would be able to throw it right away, but you did not.
excuse me, what about me
Okay.
So you have to
that
wait till magic phase. If you don't know how the combat sequence goes, if you look into your preparation channel, you can go to the combat sequence and it'll show you the order of the combat. So
Ekin, what about me?
what was your action?
Sorry. I I used the fire of the torch on the spider that was holding Adolf. Would that have
Yes,
done
so
like
you
fire
have to wait
damage
your
to it?
turn. It's not that turn yet, right? Look, I'll show you. Post it in party for you
Guys,
to look
listen,
at.
it goes down the fucking list.
Yes,
Come on.
you can see
Actually, no. Yeah.
missile, movement, melee, magic, miscellaneous. So lighting an
Oh,
arrow is
okay.
miscellaneous. That happens at the very end of the
Wait,
round.
no, he's right. No, he's right. The torch. He would be the next torch wielder. He's the first melee.
Yeah.
So
He's the
melee
first melee.
happens after movement, of course, but lighting a torch up or lighting an arrow up is not melee. That is
No,
miscellaneous
I
action.
didn't
No,
light
I'm
it.
talking.
No.
No,
Oh,
Willie didn't.
No, I'm
Willie
the
didn't
one.
light up
I
a
oh,
never.
torch.
sorry.
Toby's the one that lighted arrow up. I'm the one that
Yeah,
used the
he's
torch's
just
fire
attacking
on
the
the
fucking
spider.
Oh
spider
yeah,
with
yeah,
his
that's
torch.
gonna happen
Yeah,
right
he's
now
just
in
attacking.
melee. That's what we're trying to get through, but you
Yeah,
know, I was literally
but
about to
you just
explain
told
it.
him that it wouldn't happen.
Sorry, my bad. Yeah, that's about to happen right now in melee combat. So, which we're doing right now. So before we can even do it, of course, like I was trying to say, is we're gonna roll initiative. So, first is the party initiative. Okay, sorry about that. Let's see. We're gonna re-roll it. It's in between. Alright, 3 is party initiative. Here's the monsters initiative. 4. So before any of us have a chance to attack, like I said, all the fighting types get their chance to attack first before the monsters have even a chance because they attack at twice the rate. So we're gonna look at the fighting types that chose melee for this round. That's including Edward, and that's it. Alright. So Edward is gonna try to stab at one. Do you want to stab at the one that killed Adolf, or do you want to stab at the one that's about to kill Lila?
I said the
The
one
one
that
that
was
killed
closest
Adolf is
to me,
closer to you.
so Adolf.
Yeah, Adolf
Yeah.
is closer.
Adolf?
Bro, what
Okay.
the fuck?
Alright, rolling to hit. 17.
What? What the fuck? What
What's your
happened?
bonuses? Is a hit. The
Bro,
damage is
you
a
guys are
spear.
fucking snakes.
What
What's
do I
your
add?
strength, Edward?
11.
Okay, no bonus to the damage. You deal 5 damage. Let's see if it's a kill. This one
It
has
should be a
already
kill. It
been
was
wounded.
already wounded.
Yes, this one's dead
Yeah,
now.
it's a kill.
So the one that killed
That's why I
Adolf
said to attack
got
it.
shot in the leg and then stabbed by Edward in the gut. Is dead now.
W.
So
Edward.
Edward, you
Good
bring
night.
one of them down with your first attack. Now the monsters have a chance to attack us. It's the monster initiative now. So there's only
Oh.
one left, and it's gonna try to attack naturally its target, which is Lila. Right.
Just Lila.
All right.
Hey,
Rolling to hit.
I can't use my
Re-rolling.
second attack.
I was in between. 13 to hit is a hit. The damage is 1 to 8. If I roll 1 or 2, she will survive it potentially. If not, she will die.
Yeah,
It's
thanks,
a 2.
guys.
Success. Alright. So she is still alive, but barely. At 1 hit point.
Yeah,
She's
barely,
struggling.
thanks to fucking these
Chewing
assholes.
into her
Anyway, go on.
face. Right. It's still chewing
Yo,
into your
chill
face.
the fuck out.
Okay. You get another saving throw versus poison. 10. Alright. What's your wisdom? -2, right? So
-2.
fails, unfortunately. The sacrifice you made for her is in vain. She is killed anyway. Her face is chewed open, and she dies. For the remainder of the adventure, you may, of course, take your leave, but thank you for playing, or you can sit in and see how it ends for the others, right? And if you really want to get back into the adventure, in the background, you can try to create another character. I think Damien can help you. If you guys want, you can
Yeah,
text
do you
each
want me
other.
to make one, Leah?
Yeah, can you make one for me?
Yeah.
Alright, thank you guys. Just
I
do
mean,
that in
I
the
can,
background as we
I
play.
can make one. I can make one quickly.
I'm
Alright.
making.
As
I'm
long as you do it
making
in the
a
background,
character
don't
just in
interrupt the
case.
adventure. It's fine.
Yeah.
But Lila
I'm
is,
making it.
unfortunately, her face is ripped open. She's
Yeah,
killed.
thanks, Toby, by the way.
Alright,
Telling people
and then
me and
the melee continues. Now it's time to retaliate. This is our party's melee now. Starting back with Edward, his second attack as a fighter. He gets 2 attacks. Here's the second. 19 hits. Damage is, man, he's doing great tonight. Another 5 points of damage. This was a fresh one though, so it's tougher. It only has 1 plus 6, 7 hit points. You only did 5, so it's wounded badly. You almost got him. it got hit in the it got hit in one of the ligaments, right,
No,
close
wait.
to the
Who
body.
hit?
That was Edward's hit. So Edward got another stab
Nice.
in the second one. Also helping him is Willie with his burning torch. Let's see if Willie gets a hit. Going for a ligament. Willie scores a 10. What's your strength, Willie?
Just 1 second. Stop
I don't think strength really matters. He's just kind of like whacking it with a torch.
Yeah, he's trying to bring it up. It's a skill in hand-to-hand combat. You can give him a bonus.
My strength is a fucking 6.
-1 to hit.
Uh-oh.
So
No, it's a -2.
6 is -1
Yeah, it's a
in old school
-2.
D&D.
Oh.
6 to 8.
I finished my cards, by the way.
All right. So you
So-
missed, unfortunately.
Damn.
And then also in melee combat is no one else. So now we're going to magic phase, which includes Costadine and Beatrice. Costadine, do you want to follow through and cast sleep anyway, or do you want to just hold back? Typically, you're not able to hold back once you declare you cast spell, but if you don't want to waste it, because you know it looks like the situation is already handled, do you still want to cast it? I'll give you a chance
I'll
to
handle
hold
it,
back.
mage. If you don't want to use your spell, I'll handle it. Cause I already have a fire arrow lined up.
So Costadine, you wanna cast the sleep spell on it, or do you want to save it? You have one
I'd
chance.
save.
Oh, is Costadine gone? All right.
Oh,
He
he's
ended.
gone.
That was his final wish, so he ends up casting it, and then from there he breaks down because he sees his good friend die. So
I'm making a character right now, so I'll keep
Costadine,
attacking.
here's his sleep spell going off. 2d8 for the roll. Naturally, the monster's within the hit dice range, and he is able to succeed. It gets a saving throw versus the spell. If it fails, it falls asleep. And it succeeds. It does not fall asleep. Natural 20, so his spell fails. He loses sleep, and nothing happened. For Beatrice cast Magic Missile and immediately threw the missile at the monster. Let's see if it automatically hits. The damage is 1 to 6 plus 1 damage. And then Beatrice, what's your intelligence?
Beatrice is gone.
Beatrice, the
Wait,
medium.
it's everybody gone.
Oh, wait, I'm not gone. I'm not gone. My intelligence.
What's your intelligence? Yes.
Yes, give me a second.
Magic bonus.
Here. Give me a second.
Right.
I can check. Let's
Ooh.
see. Alright, you
I
have
have it
intelligence
here.
of 15 plus 1 bonus. So 1d6
Yeah.
plus 2. That's our house roll. The intelligence will help give you a magic bonus on dice rolls. 6 plus 2, 8 damage. It blows up on the ceiling, right? You cast the force on it, use the force, and it just crushes it against the ceiling. Crashes to the ground dead. The combat is over, and there were 2 casualties. One was accidental, and one was, of course, it could have been prevented, but we did not save her on time. So she was killed as well. Adolf and
Nothing
Lila lie dead at your
valuable
feet.
lost.
Now that the combat is over, it's time to recover from the battle. To recover, I'm assuming you want to loot your friends and loot the monsters and then carry on, right?
Yeah,
So
take the carapace. Cut open the carapace. The carapace is worth money.
naturally,
Leo,
your men knew the risk that they took.
I
You
would-
can salvage what you can and bring you back some stuff for
Leo,
their
what
next
character do you want for the name?
Again, Carmen, if you're gonna
I
help
would
her, you have to
like
do it in the
to- I
background,
would
not
like to-
during the adventure.
My bad.
We're doing it in the background now. I would like to skin the spider that's not fucking smushed on the ceiling, and I would like
You want to
make
do
a-
it now in
make
the
a,
middle of the dungeon? You should probably maybe just carry it home and then skin it there where it's safe. Skinning takes a while.
Oh
Right,
no,
it's
I'm
a
just
long
taking the
process.
skin from the fucking spider. I'm not making it.
It has no skin, it's an exoskeleton, right?
Oh shit. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, well, I
So-
guess I'm gonna have a bag made of an exoskeleton. Fuck it, let's get it.
I have
Alright,
a sack.
Explain to me, Toby, how you're
put it
going to do
in.
this. Are you going to like cut it open and empty it out?
Yeah, so I'm gonna cut open. I'm gonna wait. So when you're making an animal into a bag, you cut it open, and you make sure that the part that you have, the parchment's clean. You carve into it. You make it so it whether you want it into the shape of it, or I make it into like kind of a bag shape,
Mhm.
and I put a hole through it, both sides, so that I can put a string through it. So it's a sack, and it would go over my shoulder.
This thing, it looks quite heavy. It's an exoskeleton and it's quite bulky, right? It looks like the shape of a pot. So when you start
Yep,
to
I'm
cut
gonna sell
open
it.
into,
Don't worry.
alright, you take your knife and you start cutting into it. This is a long process, so it could take up to at least an hour, right, to finish. Alright,
That's okay.
You willing to do this in the dungeon?
Yeah, you guys don't. You guys don't have to stay with me.
We only have a little bit of time. Not a
Yeah,
little
you
bit.
guys are good. You
Like,
don't have to stay with me.
I'm
Our
You guys
game
are
as
good.
well.
started
I'm
at
here to. I'm here to exit.
11:30 p.m. or 30 a.m. So the adventure is supposed to end at, let's see, 12, 1, 2:30 p.m. So we have about an hour left for the adventure. So we're doing pretty decent amount of time.
okay.
Let's see, a little
Yeah,
less than
I'm
an
chilling,
hour.
bro. You
All
guys
right,
can.
so
You guys
Toby
can
of
go
course
ahead
can
without me.
split from the
We
party,
cleared
just
out
work
this
on the
area. I should
carapace.
be fine.
That has been his
Alright, then
goal.
if you want to do the
So as
stack
Toby
making,
starts to
then
work
you
with
can
the
go ahead.
carcasses, do note these monsters, you heard that their heads, and particularly certain parts of them are valuable in the village, particularly their heads, including of course the venom or poison glands is used to make antidotes. So, and of course the
Yeah.
rest of the
So
body can be
as
sold.
I'm doing the bag, I'm removing all valuable pieces from the spider that I'm working on. So
Alright, so, and you can carry the heads
the
out
spider
later.
that I'm
You
working
guys
on is
can leave them
currently
here
headless.
with
No
Toby,
poison glands.
right? Toby, you have torches to provide yourself light while the party is on
I
their own,
do.
right? Do you want
No, come
to?
in, Ethan.
What was it?
Come on, your cards, come in.
Sure. Okay. You made Joseph. Can I? Um, you posted in the guard channel, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So we're gonna say as Joseph is busy, not Joseph, as Toby's busy, of course, preparing the carapaces. Any objections to Toby doing this to your carapaces? I was gonna try to turn them into bags.
I don't think
But
it's a good idea to do this now, but if you're gonna do it, then
All right.
if
Toby,
he wants
do you
to
hear
go
what
ahead.
Edward had to say?
Did and I continue.
Okay, that's fine. Edward doesn't. He says his plea and then of course moves on. But for the equipment of your fallen comrades, we're gonna see what you guys want to take before we move on and get that our next character back in, Joseph. But before Joseph comes, of
I
course, you
take
have a
whatever
chance
arrows that guy had because I am
to
needing
loot.
arrows. Go ahead.
Okay, so starting with we're just gonna I'm gonna list what they have, and you guys will take turns choosing what you want to take. Everyone can take maybe one thing at a time. That way, it gives everyone a chance to take something. So for the character that was Costadine, son of Costadine, right? So Costadine II. Unfortunately, his son died in this one. Um, he had a set of clothes, which is bloody now, right? And,
Hello, am I still alive?
no.
yes,
You died.
No.
you broke down
Oh
for a
wait.
moment,
kidding.
but then you were able to cast sleep on the monster, and you failed.
Hey,
Yeah.
I have a friend.
Oh wait,
He's gonna
not
join right now. But
Costadine. Costadine did not
can
die.
you?
I said the wrong name. My bad.
You're
It's
right.
not
I was
Costadine who's
fucking
dead.
with him. I was fucking with him. I was fucking with him.
Hey, can my friend Roy and he can play as my character? Because I'm gonna take a quiz right now. And I think I might die in the time that I'm gonna take the
Your
quiz. Can my
character will
friend
be
play for
fine,
me?
bro. Your character has already fled the dungeon.
He did
Oh.
not flee yet. He's still with
you
the party.
left.
Referee, I created a character and I pinged you in the person.
Okay.
I wanted Roy to join this.
Who's Roy?
After Toby has done skinned his fucking
Oh, he's
spider
my
and
friend.
shit, Toby leave
Okay.
because Toby needs to go to sleep because Toby has school tomorrow.
And
Alright,
Toby
so
likes to
Toby,
talk
you'll
in
work on
third
skinning the
person.
monster, and again, we're gonna try to figure out what you guys want to loot from Damien's dead character, which was not Toby. It was who was it? It
Joseph.
was no, it wasn't
Oh,
Joseph.
I'll
Adolf
take
said-
his money.
It was Adolf.
Adolf.
It was Adolf. Okay.
Yeah.
So we take some things from Adolf. Adolf was carrying, of course, a sling and a rope and a spellbook
Hey!
of sleep. So who wants to take his sling? All right, no one takes it. Who wants to take his rope?
I'll take his rope.
Okay. So Hans takes the rope of Adolf. And who wants to take his spellbook?
And
I'll
he
take the
wasn't.
spell book.
Oh, you have to be. I mean, it'll
I'm a-
be wiser to give it to a mage.
Because I am a clerk, so I should
My
like
No, it doesn't
It's
matter.
black
It's two
magic,
types
though.
of magic.
You use white
That's
magic.
black. You got white magic. They got black.
damn.
Okay, then I
I'm
don't think I'm
too
going to
white.
So
pass.
Beatrice should take the spell book. He's of the character. Or
Okay, so
class.
Beatrice.
Oh
alright.
yeah, right. I'm going to take
Yeah.
the book.
You can
Okay.
use his spells into your book.
So you cannot use the spell yet because you cannot read it. Oh wait, actually,
Yeah.
you already have sleep, right? So you just have an extra one.
No. I have charm person and magic
Oh, magic
bullet.
missile. Never mind.
Magic missile.
So eventually you can study this spell and be able to use it too. But for now, it's gonna have a question mark
Now
next to
it's
it because you cannot read it yet.
Okay. Either way, I'm going to take it.
Yes. Alright, so I'll add it to your sheet, Beatrice. Spellbook unknown. We know that there's a sleep spell in there, but we cannot read it.
Hey Roy, you need to take over my character, okay? I'm gonna go take a quiz for exam.
No. Fuck these
So you want?
niggas.
Hello, Roy. Welcome.
Roy, don't be
Oh,
like that.
never
Oh,
He
he
mind.
said,
left.
fuck these N-words is crazy, bro. What the hell?
Oh, I'm sorry. He's immature.
Ugh.
No. Look.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, he said F these
Yeah.
N-words.
Oh, all right then.
What a A at the end, not the R.
All right, well. Brian, should we trust your friend here or?
No, he's gone. He's gone. He left.
Okay.
His friend left.
Yeah. But I need to take this exam. I don't want my character to die.
All right.
But you said I fled the dungeon, right?
Not yet. You don't even know the way out, right?
Oh shit.
Do you know how to get out by yourself?
I do.
Oh. Someone
I
has
can
a
get out
map.
by
Yeah.
myself. I took note. If they want to leave, then they can take note from me because I'm gonna leave as well.
Okay. So, well, you're
Okay,
busy.
I want
You're cutting up
to
the
continue the adventure.
carapaces, right?
Alright, but they can stick with me until they leave the dungeon.
All right. So the two of you will stay behind then. Just cut up carapaces.
Yeah.
The current
So
turn
they can help
is.
me, so it'll take less time for me to cut up the carcass.
Alright, so the current turn, as we finished looting, that was one turn. When we were exploring toward the west, that was about 2 turns. So we're about turn 3 to 4 right now. We've only been in the dungeon for about 30 minutes. So
I don't think the
let me
character
do a
that I
wonder
made
monster
for
check
Leah
for the
is
time we've been in.
coming back.
Alright. So then, oh yeah, the girl. Okay.
Yeah, it has really shitty intelligence and strength, but really good con and wisdom. So I made a
Let's
cleric.
finish looting our last character. It was Lila, right? She died as well. She had
Yeah,
some
what she
equipment
had.
you guys could loot. So
I didn't acquire. Did I acquire anything from the first body?
what?
Did I acquire anything from the first body or no?
No, you didn't.
No,
The only
because you're
thing that's
not looting.
available.
You're chopping up carapace.
The
You
only thing
cannot do
that's
two
there is
things
the
at once.
fucking.
You only do one thing at a time. So,
Yeah.
one action each. So Lila, she was killed, but if you guys want, she has some ammunition. It's corals for crossbow. Does anyone want it? It's about 6 corals left on her.
What else? That's
Crossbow, a knife, bag, bandages,
I mean,
a
I'll
gambeson.
take the knife. 'Cause I
I'll
can
take
probably use that.
I'll take a bag and bandages.
Well, one thing at a time. So
You can only get one
Willie,
item.
you took the knife.
Yes.
I'll add it to your
That's
sheet.
fine.
1 second. There you are, knife. Alright, and then paints, one thing at a time. So you said
Yeah.
bandages or what?
I'll take the crossbow.
Okay, I'll give you the corals with it then.
Question: how does this work in a fight for a fighter? Fighter does 2 attacks, right? But when it comes to a crossbow, they can't shoot twice in 1 round.
Right, you only get 1 attack no matter what with a crossbow.
Okay.
The crossbow is good for other classes except fighter. Unless fighter wants to do a 1 quick shot and then switch to melee.
Is the gambeson armor?
Gambeson is armor. It's like a heavy set of cloth armor.
I'll take that.
If they have multiple
Damn,
crossbows,
bro's tripping naked.
then they can fire
Oh.
multiple times. Alright,
What's the damage on a crossbow?
that's 1d10.
Okay, that's pretty decent. So, all right.
Alright, let's see. And then, besides that, let's see, one more thing. There's still some equipment on this character. Anyone want the gambeson? Some pedigree?
I do.
Alright, let's give
Actually,
the others a
no.
chance first. Did anyone else want it besides Willie
Toby
and-
yells from the distance, "Somebody grab the bag for me."
Alright, as you're working on the carapace, hopefully someone will grab it for you. Anyone want to grab the bag?
I'll do it for him.
Okay, I'll just put it on Toby's sheet for now.
Okay,
But we'll
buddy.
say you give it to him later.
Yeah, I'll give it to him after he's done cutting it up.
I would like some armor.
You want the
I'm
gambeson?
good on armor. Yeah, I'm good on armor.
I wasn't asking you. I was asking anyone else that doesn't have armor.
I don't have armor. All I have is clothes. So if I'll take the Geberson.
Yep, Gambison. Gambison. All right.
How
So
much would that be in arm like AC?
-1 armor class. All right. Who wants the shield?
So it goes from 8 to 7.
Yes.
That is fucking stupid.
Oh wait, your armor class is 9. 9 is the lowest, or the starting armor class. In your armor class, you got a. So lower armor class is better in old school D&D. It's harder to hit. Higher is easier to hit. Your armor class is added to the monster's attack roll. So
Wait,
the
so
higher
it's
you have, the
opposite.
higher chance they have to hit you.
So armor class is opposite in old D&D.
In original D&D, they used Daco to hit armor class 0. So
So like 0, like 1 is like super strong, but 20 is like
yes.
really weak.
Yep. So armor
Oh.
armor subtracts from your 9 armor class. 9 is the standard. And the
Yeah,
lower.
yeah, it's 9, but I have fine, but
So you know when you make an attack roll, right? You have to add the monster's armor class to your attack roll to see if they hit armor class 19 or whatever your attack roll is, right? So
because because for me it's 8 because I have a 7 in dexterity.
your armor class would be 10 because you have a low dexterity. So you have a higher armor class, which is bad. And your Gamsian will bring it down to a 9, which means you have normal class. Normal. Do you want the shield too?
Sure, I guess.
Okay. Alright, Lila has been looted.
Yeah, it's cause the the thing that I'm using to track my stuff is Dice Cloud. So programming it thinks everything is 5e.
Oh, I see. That's probably why. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so now gonna move on now. So we're done. The party did a turn of looting, and then they did. We got the guy working on Carapace in one turn.
Ekin, I sent you everything that I obtained. I have to go because I need sleep. I have a school in the morning.
All right, have a good night.
I sent you everything I obtained so you can add it to my inventory.
Where did you send it to me?
DMs.
Okay.
Cheers, man.
Alright, I'll look it over later then. Sounds good.
And a shield is how much? 8 armor class.
Wait, did he already leave? He does not even know the way out of the dungeon. So. Did he text me the way out?
How much is AC as a shield, if equipped?
It's a -1 bonus and double bonus if you defend and double bonus against missiles.
Alright then.
So especially good against missiles when you block with it. If you defend with a shield though, you cannot attack.
So now I'm at 7, so that's good.
Alright, I'm gonna ask him to give me the directions out.
Willy Whacker has fortified
Alright.
his Willy Whackers.
If you guys come back for them, you can have them follow you out of the dungeon if you want. Otherwise, they're gonna be MIA in the dungeon.
Yeah, and we can't get the silver that these corpses have.
Yeah, so
I mean,
come back for them later, I suppose, right? If you guys want to press further.
Yeah, we need to come back for them later.
How about this? We bring them outside, so that we have guaranteed somewhat of silver.
All right. Before we move on, from the dungeon or into the dungeon, do you guys want to take a small break, or do you guys want to press on? We have about 30 minutes left to play.
I'm fine with pressing on.
Yeah, I'm fine with going for it.
All right, pushing on. So
I'm gonna go. If you're taking a 5-minute break, I'm gonna go get a snack.
we're not unless you need a break. Okay.
Yeah.
Take 5. Come back in 5 minutes.
I'm gonna go move some laundry and then be back.
Oh gosh, dude, fucking hell.
Man, we really idiots.
Wait, what you say?
We are surrounded by idiots. Those
That
three fighting the whole time.
This journey has been 10 times longer than it needed to be.
Yep. And the fact that at the start everyone was fighting, dude, that was unbearable.
Bro, Haynes did not need to snipe me. Like, he could have just sniped the Widow. I don't remember that, Haynes.
What you mean?
Yo, you did not need to snipe. You did not need to snipe me.
I think listen, man. I'm sorry.
Bro, you did not need to aim at it. I was like, bro, aim at the Widow. And you were like, no, I'm aiming at the sex. I was like, no. Like,
Because the creatures is right in front of me. You're
No, but-
you're right in front of me. And I'm behind you.
there's no need to shoot me, man.
I missed, so friendly fire. Sorry,
Got a big
hardcore.
juicy Warhammer.
Hardcore search and destroy.
A Warhammer's good.
Warhammer, yeah, it's two-handed. Oh, Warhammer? Like, oh, that's a maul. Okay, Warhammer is good. It's blunt. Fun fact about a cleric. You can use any weapon, but there's a rule where if an enemy is attacking you first, you can use a bladed weapon for self-defense, and you don't lose your holy powers. If you attack somebody first with a bladed weapon, you're doing bad because you have an intent to kill. You know, so if it's in self-defense and you have a bladed weapon and somebody's attacking you first, then you can kill somebody with like a long sword and any bladed weapon.
Wait, do you know dwarves? Are they
What?
good?
I'll be right back.
Yo, Ekin, I haven't played my character yet. Can I change him to a dwarf? I haven't played yet. Or just kind of want to play a dwarf.
Hello, I can hear you. Yeah, I'll copy you
Yeah.
down as a dwarf then.
Yeah, I'm thinking about playing a dwarf.
Hopefully you did not buy a holy symbol then.
I think I'm good.
Do you have a...
Wait.
What's your constitution? You need at least a 9.
What's play dwarf?
Yeah, to play a
I have
dwarf.
10.
Okay, yeah, you're good.
Wait, so can I put down a Wait, can I just buy my items then? So cloth,
Was
some
it?
clothes. I'm just buying my items right now.
Yeah. Did you already roll for it? The money?
Yeah.
Yep, just grab your items. I'll copy it down.
Let's think about getting a warhammer. What's the best weapon for 8 gold? I'll have a look. Weapons and armor. Just gonna have a quick look.
I'm back.
How much is a two-handed sword?
It should be about 15 silvers.
Oh, I'm just gonna get a normal sword then.
You know what's gonna be the funniest thing about this? We get say we just get all the armor to Willy,
There we
but
go.
it still does nothing because one hit and he's down. Even if the monster hit rolls like the worst damage, it doesn't matter.
Okay, I put my thing. I've just added it. There you go.
Damien, for your dwarf, what did you roll for your hit dice? Because the dwarf has 1d8.
Oh. Wait, will I have to just remake my character?
No, you're fine. You can keep the name, but just reroll your hit points.
Would I have to reroll my stats?
No.
Okay. 1d8.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll roll it now. Okay, I got 3.
Alright, 3 hit points.
Yep. Must be hard keeping up with all these characters.
Yes, sir. Appreciate those who make it convenient for me, though. So.
Yeah.
Keep track of it. If you guys keep track of your own stuff, it makes it easier for me.
Yeah, I try my best, but sometimes I just sleep above me.
I have most of my stats down for my in case of emergency character, but I can't remember what else to do
It's okay.
after
We can
like
go over it
stats and
later.
gold.
If I had the scanner, not to buy one, then I can scan all my character sheets every game to the guard channel. But I don't have a scanner yet. It's very expensive.
Have you ever used Roll20? Have you ever used that website?
I used to in the past. It's just we like to play as old school as possible, and also with where old school D&Ders, they're minimalist. And Roll20 cannot be used by all users. Some people don't have a computer, so I like to make it so that anyone can play, bare minimum.
Mm-hmm.
But
The
yes,
other thing
I
is,
like it.
like, see,
Roll20 is nice.
you can stream on Discord on an Xbox, but you can't watch someone else's stream on Xbox. That's like
That's so weird.
that thing is like a gap that's blocking a party of mine from actually using Roll20, so we're stuck with fucking theater of the mind, which is we can't make a fucking map. It sounds so pretentious whenever I hear that word.
Back in the day, that's how it was done. The players had to listen to the dungeon master's description, and they were so good at playing that they could draw it from basically just descriptions, right? Draw an accurate map.
Not you're putting a bit too much uh too much praise to those that didn't pass the time thinking of what to get on their shopping list while playing D&D.
Yeah, back then, shopping, buying equipment was a big part of the game. Nowadays, you
No, I
just
mean,
have abilities to deal with it. In
no,
modern
I mean
D&D.
like most of them weren't really thinking of the game. They were just thinking of what they had to do for the rest of that week.
Yeah, yeah.
Is
That's
Haynes back?
that's, that's why whenever I hear theater of the mind, it sounds so pretentious. Like you just didn't want to make a map. Whenever
Yeah.
like I see like them trying to do like 5e and shit. It's like just fucking use a. There's sites that make it easy for you, man.
Yep.
Like for
There
this
are.
I understand, but like for others, like come on, it's not that hard.
Alright, Damien, you just bought clothes and a sword, that's it?
Yep.
Nice. Alright, so as your party finished, our break is over now, by the way. Is everyone back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, I
Yo,
think so.
Haynes.
Okay. Haynes, you with us? Alright, we're gonna move on. So, as the party finishes, they are looting and such. In the midst of it, you're approached by uh, a dwarf veteran. You have seen him in your village before, so he's not a bandit or anything, but he's also a stranger. Whether you accept him into your party or not will be up to you, but it seems like he is looking for a party to join. So Joseph, a dwarven veteran, approaches your party. Joseph, what say you to this party in the dungeon, who has just suffered a few casualties after their first combat in the dungeon?
Damn.
Joseph, yeah.
Damn.
Alright, maybe he shares his condolences, but Joseph, you just arrived, we'll say. You've been wandering the dungeon for, a couple turns, and you just entered not too long ago, but you approached the only light source you have seen in the dungeon, right? So you entered, you just walked in random areas until you saw the party to the west of the entry. So you just approached them, and hopefully you might join them and offer you a sword.
Yep.
Alright, any objections to this dwarf joining your party? We'll keep it simple.
Nope.
No, not for the moment.
You kind of need the numbers. You invite a stranger into your ranks. Maybe he can prove to be
And
trustworthy. Okay. Well, the party gathers their equipment. 2 men stay behind to just work on the carapaces and rest, right? Maybe guard and such, this position. While the rest of you are ready to press on further, try to find some loot. Joseph, you noticed that on your way in, you had to walk through a lot of thick webs. You went through a tunnel full of webs. This tunnel is currently east of us. While you're going through it, of course, parts of it were burning by fire, right, and crumbling to little bits because it was being burned naturally, so the fire just continued. About half of it burned, while the other half, the fire died out and the other half remains, right? But something did drop from the ceiling. It wasn't a spider this time. It was a web covered corpse or husk of a person.
Gosh. Can I attempt to cut the corpse open?
Joseph leads the party toward the east, attempting to cut it open. Any objections to this?
Could you repeat that, please?
Joseph seems to be breaking from your ranks, right, or kind of making his way eastward toward the corpse to cut it open. Do the rest of you want to follow or object to this?
Stupid fucking Mike.
Alright, I'm back. Ralph.
I'll join him.
You'll join
Yeah,
him.
can I
Okay.
see anything since I have like infravision?
I'll join him. I'll use the knife for that.
In our old school game, we do not have infravision, but so all monsters need light to see.
Okay.
But they do have monsters that do have infravision are able to see better in darkness. They see at twice the rate if there is light. So like a
I'll
torch
join
provides
him.
10 feet of light, you have like night vision kind of, right? So in 10 feet of light, you can see 20 feet instead with the limited light. But of course, there's a small penalty. In the daylight, it's harder sometimes for you to see in bright daylight.
I'll join
that.
little Joseph with my torch.
Yeah, I'm trying to cut the webs off the corpse. Joseph
Okay, so
seems quite.
as Joseph really approached the corpse and tried to cut it open, do the rest of you want to take an action? Otherwise, you're just carefully exploring in the
I'll
same
keep
direction.
guard.
Edward is on guard.
I'm on guard, looking at the ceilings and cautious.
Okay. Hands observes the ceiling carefully. Right, watches that position. Edward, while you're on guard, do you want to like face the opposite direction and listen for approaching monsters?
Yes.
Okay, and then Beatrice, do you want to do an action as well, or?
Me, I also want to be on guard.
Okay. Do you want to be with Edward, Haynes, or a different position to guard?
With Edward.
Okay. You and Edward watch the west and listen toward the west. Haynes looks at the ceiling and can listen toward the ceiling. Alright. While you guys are guarding, we'll see if they find anything. But we are now in turn 5. So turn 4 was passing, and we gotta do a watering monster check. See if anything is near. And I'm gonna do some listen checks. Hence is you're not certain, but the ceiling you can just hear the bugs on it, or see some bugs on the ceiling, small little baby spiders. And toward the west, Edward and Beatrice carefully listen. You don't not hear anything approaching, but you can hear monsters in the distance. You hear a sound. I will describe it to you. This could foretell your next encounter if there is one, right? So you can hear far to the west a faint sound of what it is. I'll describe it to you. It kind of sounds like you heard like a growling sound to the west. It was very faint and distant.
Yeah, I think we should go.
Beatrice thinks we should go. Okay. As you're thinking
Am I
this,
heading towards west?
let's see what you find, Joseph and Willie. You cut open the carcass with your sword, Joseph. Willie, what do you want to do to it as he cuts it open? Do you want to just use your hands, or do you have a sword as well?
What corpse is it again?
It's a web-covered corpse on the floor in this tunnel.
I'm gonna try to grab anything that could be considered resourceful.
After he opens it up, or do you want to get ready to hit it, or what do you want to do?
Actually,
So what are you doing while he's cutting it up?
I'm gonna ready a by hammer.
Your hammer? Okay, you kind of get around to the other side, hammer in hand, ready to smash anything that comes out.
Smash him.
Alright.
I'll fucking DDD.
Let me see if anything is in there. The coast is clear. Instead, it's just a very strange smell, and baby spiders pull out. But they easily flee the scene. Or they quickly flee the scene. Within the web-covered corpse, you find this man, just skeletal remains of someone, in tattered cloth, and you can see hanging from the belt is a heavy pouch. There's not much left but that.
I grab the pouch.
You just grab it? Alright. There's baby spiders in your hand now. What do you want to do about that? They're crawling up your arm.
I shake him off.
Shake him off. Okay.
Get
And
off of me. No free rides.
they all fall to the ground. All right. But
I'm
as you
gonna
shook
I'm
them
gonna
off, you made noise because the coin pouch falls, and then you gotta make a wandering monster check. You guys are being quiet. Unfortunately, Willie got surprised, right? He's like, ah, spiders, right? Makes some noise. His noise echoes throughout the cavern. Sorry, someone had a question?
Oh, we are dead.
Alright. The noise does not attract anything, fortunately, but it did make a sound, so you were heard. If you stay around too long, you might eventually be spotted.
But
I think we
even
should go, guys.
You want to pick up the pouch again and see what's inside, or do you want to just take it?
yes, I'm grabbing the. I'll grab the pouch and just bring it with me.
Okay, you
And
you
I'll
can
look
hang it
when
from
we're
your belt
outside.
and look at the contents later.
no, Joseph is gonna pick up the skull with his he's gonna go to grab the skull to
Okay.
take it back with him.
It's an old human skull inside this, with long hair and covered in webs. You pull it
I'm
out
gonna
of
take
the.
it back. I'm
Maybe
gonna
someone
take
could
it back.
recognize it.
Yeah, so for somebody in the village who may have had someone that worked in the mine.
Okay. Skull acquired. Let's see. Alright. Do you guys want to call it quits here and make your way out of the dungeon? Or do you want to go deeper?
Let's go deeper.
No, 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 no. Let's go.
Let's go even deeper, boys.
I don't want to die. So I think we should go now.
I think we should go. We got
Nah,
the
let's go
spiders
deeper.
and
Okay,
deeper.
well, those who don't want to go, are you going to be persuaded by Joseph or do you want to stay back and wait to retreat?
No, 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 no. We get the fuck out.
Or you can try to persuade Joseph to stay.
Yo, come on, guys, let's go.
I
No,
have a
Come
question.
on, let's go deeper,
Alright, so you
boys.
discuss for a moment, but let's find out everyone's true intent or action. Haynes, do you want to stay here, do you want to leave, or do you want to go with Joseph?
I'll go with the majority.
Okay. Joseph, you want to press on, right?
Yeah, but I want to press on down. We gotta find some more loot.
And
Find
then
some more
Willie,
things.
do you want to press on with Joseph? Do you want to stay here with the others who are messing with the carapaces, or do you want to leave?
I
would ra-
mean,
I would
if
rather
I'm with a dwarf and we're in a cave, my chances are better.
You're the
I'll, I'll,
torchbearer, so if you leave,
I'm the
then
torch.
everyone has to leave. You and Kostadine are torchbearers.
the little loot we got would be sufficient for us since we're a small party.
Low risk, low reward.
I'll
Yeah,
go.
let's go, man. Let's go
I'll
deep.
go deep,
Come on.
deeper. You ain't a real dwarf if you ain't going deeper. So
Alright, Willie's
I
going
may not
deeper.
be a dwarf, but I'm going deeper.
So Joseph, Willie, and Haynes so far will go deeper. Edward, do you want to go with him, or do you want to stay here, or do you want to leave?
I have a question first.
Yes.
The noise that we heard, was that similar to what
Like a dragon? No, it was more like a mammal, like a dog.
Dog.
Yeah.
okay. Well, I guess we can go deeper.
But again, our game time is running low, so keep in mind if we do not escape
Yes,
the
we
dungeon on
have to go.
time, dragon
We
attack,
do
right?
really have. We
Yeah,
really need.
Dragon
yeah,
fear
I
is
would.
building.
If
All
there's a
dungeons are
dragon
guarded by
attack,
dragons.
I'm good. I think we should go. Little time? Yeah, no, I'm good. Dragon attack? Yeah, I'm good.
How do these dragons fit their fat asses in these caves?
The corridors are 10 feet wide. Dragons are like normal animals too. They're not overly sized like in modern times. They're maybe like the size of a dinosaur, right? So like a horse.
Well,
or
Dinosaurs are still pretty freaking huge.
yeah.
Knowing what I know now, considering the time, we should probably get out of here.
Yeah, I'm not getting eaten by a dragon, bro, or acid burn. I'm good.
Fine, I'll head out. Come on.
Okay. After a
Come
lot
on.
of discussion, we end up being a bit micey, right? We do not want to be a rat, a greedy rat. We want to be a careful mouse.
I
Mouse, right?
want to be a greedy fucking rat.
Some of us
I
are
wanna be
greedy,
the-
greedy
I want to
rats,
be the
but
fat
we're running
rat
low.
king.
The rat kings. All right. So in that case, tell me the way out. We can have another adventure after this one. So every adventure has to only be 3 hours. So if you want to play again, you can.
Yes,
So-
yes, please.
Yeah.
Can we just get out of here, please?
Let's
we're
get
gonna
out
wrap
into
this
another
one up.
adventure.
Let's get
get
out.
out.
Let's get
get
out
out.
of here.
Cash in the loot, upgrade, and then go back in. So
Yes,
stuff like that.
yes.
All right. Tell me the way out of the dungeon. Which way do we have to go? You can go east, west, or
I don't
south
know.
from here.
it's south, right? Look, we have to go. Southwest was the exit, right?
You picked the wrong way, and you don't have enough time left. The dragon will find you, so be careful.
Okay, southwest.
Okay, you go
Edward,
southwest. You're
aren't you
here.
mapping?
Okay. You're going
Yes,
toward the
I
southwest. You
was.
arrive at the western wall and
Oh my
continuing south.
god.
You eventually get to an intersection, west of which is a tunnel, east of which is a tunnel full of mushrooms. The western tunnel, you can see, or you can smell something. It smells like feces toward the west.
We
Damn.
went
Like
to we went
it smells
towards
like
the
rat
water.
feces.
Yeah, we went towards the water, so we followed the water.
There's some water to the east, a
back.
small puddle
That water. That water.
Yeah, the
full of
east, the
mushrooms.
east.
Yeah, the water puddles at the wall, and we follow the water. It leads us out.
Wanna go east?
Yeah,
Yep,
I
follow the
remember
wall.
that.
That's
Alright,
how we get
you go
out.
east. The water separates the mushrooms. Do you want to walk through the water, or do you want to walk through the mushrooms?
It's all, how
No,
deep is
the
it?
water. The water. We
It's very
we follow the
shallow, just
water.
a few inches
Trust
deep.
me, it's the
That's
water
fine.
that we take.
Yeah.
Really might be onto something. Let's see. The water leads you east into a cavern that continues northeast. Directly north of you on the west wall, there's a small pool with algae and mosses growing.
Yep, that we're close to making it out. Follow
Alright,
this.
you want to
Keep
go
following
north,
this water.
northeast, or east?
Could you repeat that?
North, northeast, or east? Directly
Oh,
north of
north.
you is a pool of water on the
North.
western wall. North?
Uh,
Okay, you're
yeah.
going north, and the cavern continues north and northeast. You want to continue north or northeast? You're passing the pool now.
Northeast. Northeast.
Northeast. Alright, as you continue northeast, you see an exit with a daylight above toward the north. The tunnel ascends out of the dungeon. Congratulations, you made it out alive.
So long.
And you guys, of course,
dragon
took your other
dildo.
men with you, right? The Carapace boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they were not
Yeah.
finished doing their job, so do you want to force them to come out with you, right? And
We
just
just
kill
No,
the
take out
monsters?
we could just
them.
carry the monsters.
Drag them
just
out and
carry
do the job
monsters.
somewhere safe, right? Instead of in
Yeah,
the middle
carry-
of the battlefield, pretty
yeah.
much. So
Yeah,
you
carry the monsters
eventually
out.
just force them forward, tell them to carry the carapaces out, and escape the dungeon alive. So the resulting factor now is to get your reward is to get home, and there's a chance to die on the way home. Naturally, not everyone makes it home. So let's see if we get home. Which route do you guys want to take? The slow route, the road route, or a different route?
The road route. The road route.
Road route will get you home sooner, so less chance of encounters, right?
Yeah, but what if we find bandits?
But yes, bandits might patrol it. Bandits would be like
Yeah,
other
it's a
adventurers who are
possibility,
just
but it,
chaotic, right?
it's a possibility, but it's low.
We get
It's a possibility, but it's low.
we get bandited. And
Outlaws, criminals,
they whack
murderers.
my willy whacker.
Shall we use the road? Any objections?
I'll use the road.
Alright,
Yep, road.
the road it
Like
is. In that case, it only takes you about half a day to get home. Let's see if we encounter anything on the way back. 1 to 6 chance of encountering. It is a safe journey home. Congratulations, you made it back to Game 1. And to
We
wrap
did
it
it.
up,
Can I check my coin pouch that I found?
yes, we'll check in a moment. But to sum up the events, when you get home behind the walls, the guards congratulate you. It's been a while since I've seen a profitable party make it home, right? So you guys come back as monster slayers. You come back dragging 2
Yo.
giant spiders with you and a pouch of money and such. A couple casualties, 1 new member, right? You found a dwarf in the dungeon. And then also, eventually, when in the village, it was Kotodine and Toby worked together to prepare the spiders. What they did was they cut off the heads for the glands, which it was, I think they will sell it. But he wanted to turn the exoskeletons to backpacks. So you got he tries to turn it into that, and then he got the small bag from some other guy. That's fine. So the skeletons they basically become yeah, spider I guess could a spider
I mean, it's like the
yeah.
thorax,
It's like a
but it's
yeah.
just it's hung on by a bunch of web.
It's he closes it up, of course. It is like it acts like a pot, right? But it does not break easily, unlike a normal pot, right? You drop it, it breaks. A skeleton does not break. It's a furry skeleton or a spider pot, pretty much. So he has 2 crab spider pots. he is able to make 2 crab spider pots out of it. I'll put it on his sheet. Let's see. Unless one of you want one, there's 2 of them. They're heavy.
I want one. I want one.
What is a
They
pot
each
good
weigh
for?
about 5 pounds each. Or let me double check the weight. How much would it weigh? Normal pot weighs a decent amount. These might actually weigh lighter than a normal pot because the carapace versus carapace is like a, just skin or bone made out of cartilage. Um, so cartilage versus clay pot weight wise. Let me double check. What is denser? Alright, so in the rules it says that the pot normally the wrong section. Okay. Sorry, one moment. Alright, a pot normally weighs 5 pounds. So carapace pot might weigh less or more or less. I'm gonna double check the density of carapace versus a pot. Density of clay or pottery. Density of ceramic. It's about 2.5 grams per cubic centimeters. Let's see, density of cartilage. My search history is weird. Density of cartilage. Does not say it. Let me try it. Density of spider. Spiders are pretty
Okay,
light, I think.
so the density of cartilage, it says average 1100.
1100 grams per cubic
Yeah,
centimeter?
and it says minimum is 1099.
Like, does it say like the unit? What's it?
kg.
Alright, I'm trying to get cubic centimeters, so it'll be grams per cubic centimeter, so it'll be easier to track. We get the same unit. Trying to figure out which one's denser.
It's cartilage is a flexible tissue. It's lighter.
Lighter?
Yeah, it's flexible. It's not sturdy.
Hmm?
Like it's like your ear.
Density.
Your ear is flexible. Your ear is cartilage.
Yeah.
It's light.
I'm gonna assume cartilage is maybe lighter than clay or pottery ceramics. So I'm gonna say it's only half the weight then. So it's gonna be weighing 3 pounds instead of 5 pounds for a spider pot. And he cannot have all of it naturally because it's too much gear to carry. So who else wanted a spider pot?
Joseph.
Joseph wants one. Okay. I mean Joseph, you did not partake in the killing of the spiders, so you don't really have a claim to the spider pots.
Then I'll have a claim then.
Okay, you take it and give it to Joseph. How's that? Usually,
Is
whoever
this
killed the spiders should have claim to the spider pots then.
I
I
don't really care.
I did Joseph kill a spider? He did not, right?
No. If you want it,
No.
I don't.
But
No,
he's of the same house as the one who died. He's of Adolf's house. So he
I
was like a
mean,
family friend.
yeah, I'll give it to him. I'll give it to him.
He takes it in memory of young Adolf who died. He was probably coming to make sure he stayed alive, but he failed.
Yo, we need a mapper.
We need a dead elf wagon to carry all the
No,
elves
we need
plan
a
to
map.
kill.
We need a mapper out of the dungeon.
You have a curved spider pot, you can put their ashes in it.
Oh my
Still dead
god.
elf
What
wagon.
can I do with the school?
The skull, you say you wanted to see if anyone recognized it, or what it...
Yeah.
One is a
Yeah, I
human
want to see
skull,
if anyone
so...
recognized it.
You just
Okay.
waggle it in
Who
front
would
of
you
people's
show
faces.
to... Who would you show to the village?
Is it like a miners guild?
Oh yeah,
Or
there's the mining industry. Yeah, the old miners.
It's like yeah, there's probably like a mining community I can take it to, right?
Yes,
I'll say that I went to the mine where he died. But
you talked to some miners at the tavern one day, because you don't work at the mine. But you do know miners frequent the tavern for food and drink. So you talk to some and ask them if they recognize this man's skull. They're shocked to see it naturally because a human skull in a drinking and eating establishment, and it looks filthy, right? Let me see their reaction. But they were at least willing to hear you out and think about it. They remember that they asked you about the remnants of the person. Given how old the skull is, it's maybe only a few months old. It's still yellowish and still has got some moisture in it.
It's got long hair as well, right, from the
Yeah.
description.
They do recall that there have been many other adventurers who have gone there, and given that you found it in a group of spiders, they do recall that there have been encounters against spiders in the past. And this might be the skull of one of those, you know, notable people that used to venture there. An adventurer, they tell you. He probably succumbed and died against spiders. So it is not valuable to
Oh.
them, but it's maybe valuable to someone else who knew the person.
Hmm.
They
Okay.
can bury it, or at least have something to remember them. So.
Okay.
But
Alright, good to know.
otherwise, yeah, you have a random human skull in your inventory now.
Use it as a bowl for our.
Do you want to keep it or do you want to
our
discard it? It's a
adventuros.
additional like 3 pounds of weight
I'll
on
keep
you.
it.
Okay.
I'll just keep it.
Now that we are in the village, I can do something to read the spell book.
Yes. So you can have someone read the spellbook to you. Let me check the price. Get it read, mentored to you. So. Learning spell. Alright, so without a read magic spell, which will make it very easy for you to learn it, you will have to pay a fee to get it read to you. Let's see. So in that case,
Could I check my pouch now?
yeah, we'll do that in a moment. For the book, typically it's 50 silver pieces plus 1 week per spell level. You already have the book as like your material to learn. And then we'll say that since you already have the material, that's the majority of the cost of the 50 silvers. You only need to pay for the tuition. So I'll say the tuition is 10%. It takes 1 week. So 5 silvers the cost to get it read to you and taught. You willing to
And
pay
how
it?
much I have from this adventure?
We'll find out after we split the loot. So you will have the book. You can get identified after you get paid. So now we're gonna pay out the
Okay.
characters. With the money we got. So the heads of the spiders were actually very valuable. Each one was worth a decent amount of silver. Okay. It was worth 25 for each head. That's 25 weeks of hard labor, right? So you got a 50 total from that. Not bad, right? And then from there, you also got the pouch of monies. It turned out to be money in the pouch. Total money was it's gonna be.
Come on, big money. Big money,
Let's
no
see.
whammies.
Right, we're gonna roll for this and
Big money, no
percentile
whammies. Big
dice.
money, no whammies.
Right, so we're gonna do 8 rolls of percentiles. Usually I would do either 1 roll at times 10, or not 10, times 100, or 2 rolls times 1d100s. I'll do 2 rolls times 1d100 to
You're
make
not
it
my
more random.
cables.
So in this
Oh, big
case,
money,
there's
no
gonna be
whammies.
8 rolls of 1d100. I'm just gonna use the number generator on the party chat. You guys can see it.
8
It's gonna be
rolls of
slash
100.
roll
That sounds
space
awesome.
8 1d100. It's gonna be in copper pieces.
Oh.
Alright, total is 496 coppers acquired.
Rocky,
It's
lay down!
equivalent to 49 silver. We're gonna just say the copper goes to your beer. So 49 silver
My copper goes to my what?
goes to beer to celebrate. We don't really trade copper because it's such a small currency.
What? I'm not. Get your own damn beers! This is my money!
6 coppers for each of you, right? To get some beer and food. Let's see.
You ain't None of my shit. I'm grabbing the bag. I'm making it
And
out of there.
let me see if there's any more treasure in the pouch. There could be some more treasure potentially. I have to roll.
So, question, Ekin.
Okay, no other silvers in there, and then let me see if there's anything else of value.
What would happen if I wouldn't use a Grognarg road in that bag?
On the bag,
Yeah, what would happen?
you would just find more treasure, the same rate.
What's the rate of this? Like, it's a small rate, right?
Yeah, very small because you're doing it in the town now, so it'll be like 36 silvers.
Never mind.
Okay.
Just a
Alright.
question. That's all.
That's it. So typically treasure is split equally, right? Or to the shareholders. So
I ain't splitting shit.
Willie, it was you and Joseph who, took up the monies, but naturally the money was guarded by the spiders originally, which was killed by most of the party. So Willie is having an objection as he's counting it out. He says that he will not split it. What do you guys want to do about this?
We worked together to get that gold, not gold, silver.
I'll cut that carcass open.
The most I'd split it with was
Are we gonna keep it
my
civil
boy
and
Joseph, because I'll be splitting it with my boy Joseph, because me and him were the ones that went deeper in there.
We all
went enough to go in there. You wanted to head out.
I exploded one of the
well,
spiders.
in that moment they were on guard, right? They did not leave yet. They were on guard for you.
And we guarded you guys when you were cutting the caravan.
Willie, I say you split it among them to avoid any future conflicts and adventures.
Alright. Splitting it evenly, yes.
And as a cleric, you should be, a bit less greedy.
There are some greedy holy men, unfortunately, in this world. That's how
Look
it is
at Catholic
in
priests.
Fuck.
Pay your
Fucking made
what's
me
it called?
cleric,
The
holy
tax that
piece
they,
of shit.
the tithes, right? Pay your tithes.
The indulgences.
Consider this a heavenly donation to me.
Alright. So we shall split it evenly between the shareholders. So Kosadin, you guys count him as a shareholder. He did kill the spiders and contribute, or also cut them up. Contributed money from the spiders that were killed and sold, right? So do we say he gets a fair share as well?
Yeah.
Alright, so Kosadin. About Toby? Toby gets a share? Right. He was in the fighting as well, I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
Haynes gets a share. Willie, Edward, and Beatrice. Do we want to send a share to compensate the death of Lila and Adolf? Or Adolf already has a new member, but if you want to compensate his family, you could send his family an additional, like half share.
I don't think
we could pocket that silver.
So do we send money to Adolf's family?
We can give
we could do it for
Adolf.
Adolf. We could do it for Adolf, but not for the female.
No one wants to spare the female any money?
Money in the garbage.
Okay, so Lila gets nothing. Do you want to send money to Adolf's home?
Yeah.
That money can be received by his father. Or by Adolf's heir, if Adolf has an heir.
Okay, so how much money I got in the end?
So, if you send money to Adolf's home, of course you're compensating Adolf the First or Adolf's heir, pretty much, for the loss of Adolf. Alright, you guys send half a share to Adolf's house, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so total shares are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6.5 shares total. So we're gonna do, of course, like 13 shares. He gets 1, everyone else gets 2, to make the math easy. So in that case, it's gonna be 49, plus the silver we rolled up, which is that 49, and then the 50 silvers as well. So a total is 99 silvers to be split 13 ways. Everyone gets 2 shares except Adolf the second gets 1 share. So that's how we do the math here to make it easier, right? The shares. Alright, so total share then is gonna be 99 divided by 13. 1 share is equivalent to 7 silvers. There's probably gonna be some left over. And then 2 shares is 14 silvers. So at the start, everyone gets 14 silvers. Kosadin and Toby gets 14. Adolf gets 7. Haynes gets 14. Willie gets 14. Edward gets 14. And Beatrice gets 14. Okay, so when we add that up though, that might not equal 99 actually. So we're gonna do 14 times 8 plus 7. Oh, sorry. 14, not times 8, it's 14 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 people who got the share. There, so 14 times 6 is 84 plus 7 is what's that? It's 91. So there's 8 left. So that's basically one extra each for everyone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, there's 8 left, and there's 7 shareholders. So
So
we all
everyone
can get
gets
one
one, then
extra,
roll a
and then one
d8.
person gets one more. So
Yeah, just roll a d8.
I killed a spider.
so we can say everyone gets 15, and Adolf the second gets 8, and of course one person gets one extra.
Just roll a d8 and whoever gets it gets it.
Well, there's only 7 shareholders. Okay, we'll do a d8. Unless you want, yeah, okay.
We'll do a d8 and then
8 is reroll. Number 5 is
yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beatrice should get it then.
Yeah.
If you do a random, okay. So Beatrice, you're gonna get 16 pieces. And Edward gets 15, and Willie gets 15. And
They can
of course
share
Toby and
my money.
Haynes gets 15 each as well. And of course Kosadin gets 15. Alright, nice. Not a bad haul, right? You all got a little bit of something.
Making
So
me have to share
could
my
get
damn
more,
money.
but that is it for now. So
Well, while we wait until the next
alright, we'll take
adventure,
a break, maybe like 30-minute break, and then we'll start another one.
I'm going to hop off. It's like
Okay.
1 p.m. or 1 a.m. for me.
Good night, Zenko. Thank you for
Good
playing,
night,
and
Zenko.
until next time, brother.
It's gonna be 1 a.m. for me, in like soon. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be selling my body for cash.
Alright, we might do a part 2 if anyone's up for it in 30 minutes. Otherwise, thank you for playing. Have a good night, and until next time.
Good night, man.